I'm Dan, I'm a fifth year astrophysicist, and we're setting up a campaign for affordable student housing. I think a lot of us have been really involved in this issue of accommodation for a while, but it's become a lot more severe recently with the restrictions on HMOs and the closure of Albany Park. It's made finding affordable accommodation a lot more difficult in St Andrews, and so we felt that with the new development taking place, it was really important to try and make sure that student voices were heard in that planning process. We'd really like to see a really strong commitment from the university and residential and business services, which is the part of the university that deals with accommodation and those sorts of things. A real commitment to delivering truly affordable beds. We'd love that to be through a 100% affordable development at Albany Park, but we're kind of open to discussing how else that might work. But we haven't really seen much of a commitment to that in the process so far, and so we'd really like to see some progress in that direction. Absolutely, we are really young. We're only launched on Saturday, and we've kind of got three big aims for this semester. The first is our open letter is live, and we're hoping to get as many signatures as possible on that to kind of say this is what students want and we'd like you to deliver it, please. The next is we've got the senior lay member elections coming up, and it's really important that we get a really high turnout in that election, and we want to try and make affordable accommodation the driving issue of that campaign, and make sure that whoever our new senior lay member is, they understand that this is a real concern for students and that they're going to be a strong voice for making sure that students are involved in the consultation and planning process in future. Absolutely, it's not just students. We can see the really severe effects on students, you know, having to move out of St Andrews and live in Dundee and the surrounding area, working 20 plus hours a week just to afford rent, and that's kind of really not sustainable for students. But we've also seen families that have lived in St Andrews all their lives being forced out, academics commuting for miles because they can't afford extortionate house prices in St Andrews. And so we're really trying to push for this development to be affordable so that it can be a real alternative for students that want to live in HMOs. Because for a lot of people, if you're told, well, your alternative to living in a HMO is to pay £7,000 for an ensuite room in DRA, I'm afraid for a lot of people that's just not an achievable amount of money. I think the university really, hopefully, is on side with us in kind of the goal that we have for trying to make sure that St Andrews is accessible and affordable for anyone. But I'm afraid they haven't gone about this in the right way. I'm not sure the university quite understands the problem that a lot of students have with affordability, and the university's never asked. This is the second iteration of the Albany Park application that's been submitted to Fife Council, and it's only now students were asked in a kind of semi-consultation once the plans were already drawn up. So we really want the university to properly listen, to sit down with us and kind of talk about these issues and understand the problems that students are facing and the effects they're having on the wider community. I think St Andrews often has an image of being quite an elitist institution, and for me that's not been my experience. There are aspects of St Andrews that are really inaccessible to people from lower income backgrounds, but my experience of St Andrews is that we have a really diverse group of people here, and I really want to support that and make sure that continues to develop going into the future. And I really worry about the message that it sends going forward if the university chooses to replace its only really affordable housing option with expensive ensuite bedrooms. If anyone is wanting to join, we are more than happy to have more volunteers. We want this to be as big, as representative and as diverse as possible.